everyone, my name is Andrea. At the end of 2020, I traveled to Raja Ampat for the first time and experienced many new things. It was my first time staying on a cruise, my first diving trip, and my first time seeing beautiful sea creatures up close. This is how it went. I just want to make a disclaimer that we all followed strict safety protocols in order to make this happen. Plus, we would all be spending majority of the time in the middle of the ocean with the same group of people who are tested negative, so it's all good. Everyone going on the trip must take a PCR swab test. I hate this so much, it's so uncomfortable. Thankfully, everything went according to plan and we all got to fly on the day of departure. The flight time from Jakarta to Sorong is about 4 hours.
And guess what? When I arrive at the airport, I have an instant crush on this guy. He is traveling alone and going on the same cruise with us. I'm not gonna point out who is my crush, but his face will occur in some shots, so I'll let you play the guessing game.
Now let me introduce our squad. This is Theon. All the sick drone footage you see in this video were shot by him. And this is his beautiful wife, Serena, who is a yogi.
Ooh.
Hi. This is Diana. We did open water course together before coming on this trip, and she's also my roommate here. Mick and Angela are the head of the squad. They put together this group of friends and organized all the preparation work for us. And the third cute couple are Ashley and Kevin. So we got 3 couples and 3 singles. The singles are me, Diana, and Janet. Janet is my diving buddy on this trip. From the harbor, we take this small boat to get to the cruise. Look at this pirate ship looking vessel. Angela and Mick booked the trip with Naomi Cruise. Naomi Cruise has been operating since 2018, so everything on board is still fairly new and up to date. This is Nyoman. He's our chaperone and he's also one of the dive masters. From this point on, we are barefoot almost throughout the entire trip. Entering the cabin with aircon and welcome drink gives me instant relaxation. This is the spacious lounge with TV and karaoke machine. Once everyone is seated, the crew members and the dive masters introduce themselves. Nyoman gives us safety briefing and boat orientation. On this deck, there are also 2 hot tubs outside, and plenty of space to chill. This boat has 10 cabins, which can house 22 people max. Our squad sleep on the upper deck. Diana and I share this twin room. And everyone else gets the double room. Each room has a private balcony. It's where we all hang dry our clothes. Angela and Mick stay in the best room, which is the master room. It looks like a honeymoon suite. I didn't get to shoot the lower deck, it has the same guest rooms. And finally, this is the top deck, where my crush likes to stargaze every night.
Run.
会中文就惨了。我很怕是华人。
他是华人，
是吗？
帅哥在哪里？帅哥他正前面。没有，我有问他会不会说中文，他说不会。他有可能是假的。
After that embarrassing incident, it's time for our first meal on board.
Vegan fried rice.
You can request special dietary meal upon reservation.
好吃吗？
After lunch, we do a fitting and a check dive. It's important to have everything well fitted to ensure comfort and safety. I spend the rest of the night singing karaoke. I'm so happy to see BTS here. So it's 7:30 right now. It's the second day of this trip and everyone is on a morning dive. I had a fever last night, that's why I'm feeling like shit right now. Hopefully, I can join later at noon. I already paid so much for this trip. Please get well soon. I don't want to just stay on the boat. I want to dive. Hey! Hey! While everyone is doing their first dive, I spend the time singing with BTS.
I thought I saw a light when you passed me by.
Thankfully, by noon, my body has fully recovered, so I could join the rest of the dive sessions.
I thought I caught your eyes, the love is blind. Are you ready?
So we split into groups of 2, and each group is assigned to a dive master. Raja Ampat, known as the last paradise, offers the most biodiverse dive sites on the planet. You'll encounter countless of species in just one dive. I get to swim with sea turtle for the first time. I'm so glad to have Nyoman as my dive master because he helps to capture so many amazing footage. To be honest, growing up, I never find fish cute at all. But now seeing them thriving in their natural environment, I start to find them quirky and adorable.
I thought I saw a light when you passed me by. The reason why I shine, you're the reason why. I thought I caught your eyes, the love is blind. I thought I saw you smile.
I really appreciate Naomi's crew members. Thanks to them, I don't have to do the physical labor of carrying heavy equipment. All we do is eat, sleep, dive, eat, sleep, dive. What an awesome life cycle. I'm also grateful for the kitchen staff for preparing different vegan food each time. So I did only 2 out of the 4 dives today because mentally I'm not ready for the night dive yet. My roommate Diana goes on her first night dive with my GoPro. She uses the word scary to describe the experience. This thing looks like a chibi version of a monster from Stranger Things. This fish gives me stalker vibe, so creepy. Is that fish transparent or am I tripping? Does anyone know what this transparent floaty thingy is? Cause it looks like it's breathing. What the heck is this? Thanks for the morning call, Angela. I'm having congee for breakfast today. It looks simple, but it's actually very savory and filling. For today's dive sequence, I'm just gonna shut up and let you enjoy the footage.
Now give me love.
I did 3 out of the 4 dives, just not the night dive yet. On day 4, the schedule is a little different than usual. Instead of the usual 4 dives, we have 3 today. My most favorite dive site throughout this trip is definitely Melissa's garden. You get to dive in this beautiful coral reef garden.
I feel like my skin have gotten better. Is it the ocean, the salt water?
So this afternoon, we get to wear our sandals and head to PI Nemo Island for the best view of Raja Ampat. It's quite refreshing to finally step foot on land after spending 3 days on the ocean. The hiking trail has wooden stairs built around nature, so you'll see trees poking out here and there. It's about 300 steps to hike to the top. You know, in a group of friends, there's always that one friend who is physically unfit, and that's me. I'm the weakest one. Nyoman has to hold my hand to pull me. It's actually only a 15-minute hike, but it feels like eternity for me. Now it's time for epic drone shots by Theon. Thank you, Mick, for this great shot. I actually use it for my Tinder. Afterward, we go on this boat tour around the islands. It's super nice and relaxing because no walking is needed. The water here is crystal clear.
这种感觉就是这边有个海怪的意思。
会围起来，然后被破开，
它就游出去。
你说鳄鱼哦？
感觉再厉害一点。
Today I did 2 out of the 3 dives, skipping the night dive again. Today we are going to see Manta Rays. This is my first time diving in rain. I don't think it would make any difference underwater, but the boat ride to the dive site is so cold and painful. just 5 minutes into the dive, we already spot a manta ray. This is my first time seeing manta rays. They're so big and majestic. It feels like I'm in an underwater Jurassic Park. Manta rays are peaceful beings. They don't attack people. When they get curious, they would even approach and swim around the divers. One of the solo travelers named Varsha encounters the sight of a manta ray feeding. They feed on plankton by doing these circular loops. For the next couple dives, we relocate to Manta Island. The dive spot is called the Jetty. I know I said Melissa's Garden is my most favorite dive site, but this one is definitely the most fun dive experience for me. You'll see why. Midway through the dive, this little bad fish appears out of nowhere and decides to follow us. Like, I'm trying to get a good shot of this turtle, but this fish won't stop photobombing. Suddenly, it multiplies into 4. Then Nyoman shows me it's okay to pet them, so I try petting them. I didn't expect ocean fish could be this fearless around human. Then we get swarmed by even more fish. In the evening, I have decided to do the night dive. It's now or never. Because our last dive is tomorrow morning, then we must do the 18-hour surface interval rest before going on our flight. If you ask me, was I ready in that moment? My answer is no. But sometimes in life, you just gotta do it scared, to push through your fear and level up. On the ride to the dive site, my whole body is shaking. The nervousness I feel is the same as when you give a presentation for the first time in front of the class. However, as I'm sinking deeper and deeper, for some reason, my fear magically disappears. I expected to dive in horror darkness with a tunnel vision using the flashlight. In reality, the flashlight is very bright. The lights actually make the whole environment look dreamy. Diana's group caught this little cute bobtail squid on camera. Look at it. I'm so proud of myself for completing all 4 dives today. New level unlocked. Finally, our last full day of the trip. It is also Christmas Day. Our last dive is the morning dive. Like I mentioned earlier, we must do the pre-flight surface interval for at least 18 hours, just so we don't die on the plane from decompression sickness.
Last dive, 心情如何?
we go again, it's no surprise. Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light.
After our last dive, we can fully relax for the rest of the day. We eat food, watch movies, and play Christmas gift exchange game. Everyone was told to bring a gift valued at around 150k rupiah.
好有 feel 啊！
可以分享，然后它是很 sweet。
哦 ，OK。
然后方便收纳。
哦。
现在这些都是白富贵，假的，它是名牌的，
是可以顾眼睛的。
对某些人来说可能不实用，更有魅力。
是每个人的贴身私密呵护小伙伴。
On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light.
Serena ends up with my gift, which is a set of perfume/lotion, and I receives her Starbucks tumbler.
What to do? On the beat, keep dancing through the night.
超棒的！
哇，我有。
Cheers, Merry Christmas!
I am so blessed and grateful for being able to experience this journey with the best group of people. As for my crush, nothing happens. But it doesn't matter.
As we look up at the stars in the sky, did we ever stop and wondered why we let our love shine all through the night? Just you and me, babe, until the morning light, the morning light. So come on over, we can make it through.
Oh my god!
Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, keep dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Baby, you're outside. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning, stay up until the morning light.
Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you enjoy it. Overall, I think the trip is definitely worth it, but would I come back? I don't think so, unless I have a sugar daddy. Raja Ampat is expensive for a reason. The government wants to keep it exclusive to preserve the marine nature, so it's not overrun by tourists. There are 2 ways to stay in Raja Ampat. Option 1 is to stay at a resort at one of the islands, but you would have to rent a boat to get around. If your purpose of visiting Raja Ampat is to dive and you can handle seasick, then I recommend choosing Liveaboard. One downside is that there is no free Wi-Fi on board. So after you land in Sorong Airport, I recommend you to get a data plan from Telkomsel because that is the only cellular service that works. You can buy Wi-Fi on board, but they use satellite internet, which costs an arm and a leg. Now I'm going to show you how much I spent total on this trip, so some of you who are interested can get an idea of how much budget you should prepare. So first was diving lessons. The open water course with the SSI certification costs 4 million rupiah, and the open water test costs additional 1.5 million rupiah. So after passing the test, me and Diana went on another open water session just to practice. And you know, as a vlogger, of course, I have to have an underwater camera. So my GoPro Hero 9 plus the waterproof casing total costs around 6.8. The PCR test cost 900k. Dive Ashore costs $49 US, which is around 700k rupiah. So the return flight tickets with Garuda Airlines cost around 7.4. For Naomi cruise, my friends booked half boat, which cost 4,000 plus US, and we split that cost among 9 of us. So I pay 19 million rupiah for the boat. But that didn't include diving equipments. So for the equipment rental, I spent 1.66 million. The additional soft drinks I got every day cost total 150k. So after Angela and Mick did the calculation, each of us pay 1.7 million rupiah for the tip. So if I add the preparation together with the cost of the trip, total I spent almost 45 million rupiah. That's why I said it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me. Thank you once again for watching. Please support me by giving this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, turn on your notification alert so you'll know when I upload a new video. Ta-da!